Everyone has a story. A story that tells of your highs and lows, wins and losses. A story with chapters, pages, and themes, which all come together in order to create something beautiful. And the truth is, none of our stories stand alone. Like a library, our stories cross paths and come together, bearing witness to life lived. It's part of what makes us human. It's part of what makes us unique. The ability to live our story, to share our story, and to see how our story can leave a mark on the stories yet to be told.
In 2013, we relaunched what is now Victory Family Church on the corner of Berry and Boyd. In the early days, we didn't really have a vision statement for the church, but we knew that we just wanted people to know Jesus and grow in Him. And so that quickly became our vision statement, so that those that are far from Him would come to know Him, and those that know Him would grow in Him. Growth was explosive, and even at times it was overwhelming, but we just knew the hand of God was on us, and week after week, we were blown away by the salvations and the stories of life change happening. Because of the continued growth, we just found ourselves in need of more space, and we were praying and believing and trusting that the Lord would provide that for us. Just a year later, in 2014, we were able to move into our current home on Flood. We were so excited about all the space we had, but just 6 months later, we had already doubled in size, and God continued to build His church. We got to expand the balcony. We even built on a new auditorium called The Venue. We got to watch the faithfulness of God in action, and we knew He was calling us to other surrounding communities. In 2019, we were able to launch Victory Family Church Newcastle. Not long after that, in the middle of a pandemic, we were blessed with the opportunity to plant Victory Family Church in Chickasha. And most recently, in 2022, Victory Family Church in Shawnee. We always believed that the Lord would do the supernatural here at Victory Family Church. But I think something we're continually amazed by is the quality of people that the Lord has brought our way and the countless stories of life change that the Lord has allowed us to be a part of.
Each week, we see over 7,500 people walk through our doors and attend at one of our campuses. We have close to 800 more people watching online, with viewers from all 50 states and 185,000 interactions with us on social media. There are over 190 small groups that are helping people find authentic relationships and grow spiritually. Across all campuses, we see close to 600 volunteers that serve faithfully every week and over 2,700 that serve each year. Additionally, through the generosity of our church family, we've been able to give away over $7.4 million to local outreach, global missions, and people in need. And most importantly, since 2013, more than 25,000 people have made the decision to follow Jesus.
Over the last 12 years, God has blessed our church tremendously. And one of the ways He's blessed is just continues to send just these incredible people our direction, and also sends just people that are lost and broken and hurting. We've seen 25,000 people now give their lives to Jesus in the last 12 years. And as incredible as that has been, it also has created a massive problem. in our worship experiences that are not 8:30 and 1 o'clock, all the middle worship experiences just become incredibly crowded. And as I preach 6 times, I'll go back and forth and have about 7 minutes in between every service. And I have this little green room that has a glass garage door, and I'll often see cars in between the 10 and 11:30, and they're just circling the parking lot. I'll have staff tell me that they see cars come and circle and can't find a spot and they'll leave. Or other staff have told me people will come to the lobby and they won't have seats and they'll leave. And as a pastor, there's nothing more heartbreaking than see somebody that wants to come grow in God and wants to come worship and wants their kids to be involved in kids ministry, and we just don't have a spot for them. And maybe this is unhealthy, but my mind tends to wonder, did they know Jesus? Will they ever come back? Will they come to a different service? Will they come back next week? Is their marriage broken? Are they battling addiction? Did we miss this great opportunity to share the gospel? And so it became very obvious we have to do something. This is not a kind of a need. This is an immediate emergency type of need. We have to figure out, how do we expand so more people can come to know Jesus and more people can continue to grow in Jesus. And so we started exhausting every option. A lot of people say, hey, can you just tear down the wall and combine the 2 auditoriums, or can you do this, can you do that? And we've done a cost analysis of all of those different things. We work with builders, architects, and we really come to the only possible solution is to add an additional auditorium and turn the current auditorium into additional kids space.
So the new auditorium will hold around 3,000 people, which one of the great things about that is it's going to allow us as a church family to have more of our people all in the same place at the same time. In the past, we've done multiple services, and so there's always this chance that maybe you go to one service and you don't get to interact with someone that attends another service. And so this time being all together like that is going to now allow us to be together as a family more than we were before. And so we're also going to expand the lobby and the coffee shop, and we really want our people to be able to stop and to spend time with each other and hang out without feeling like they're in the way. So this is going to really free us up to have good conversations and meaningful conversations in a space that's not so interrupted. And we're adding over 700 more parking spaces, which meets a tremendous need for us. As people enter the parking lot and make their way into the building, we want to make that experience as seamless and as inviting as possible. This will make it much easier for families to get here and then immediately feel at home. We also will have a new kid space that's going to be able to accommodate about triple the number of kids that we have right now. And so just so excited to be able to minister to more kids in a space that's more conducive to learning, growing, and encountering Jesus. It's not just about a building. It's about creating space for stories. And I think that's what we're most excited about, is to create these opportunities for God to do amazing things and to create more stories in the lives of more people. And this building, with all of the creative and intentional and meaningful, thoughtful spaces, will create a lot more opportunities for these stories to be written. And we believe that there are many more still to come.
So now we're embarking on this new journey. It's exciting, but also incredibly humbling and makes me terrified in so many ways. It's a journey that is going to cost close to $30 million. And it seems impossible, but I'm grateful that we serve a God of the impossible. And frankly, over the last 12 years, everything that God has done here has seemed impossible until it becomes possible. I heard someone once say, faith is believing in advance what only makes sense in reverse. So we're going into this process with just a faith in the Lord. But I'm also asking every one of you to be a part of this process. This is not my church. This is not the staff's church. And this is the house of God that all of us are a part of. And I'm asking you to go on this journey with us. This is not a financial journey with spiritual implications. This is a spiritual journey that may have some financial implications. And so we're asking you to be faithful, to be generous, and to give sacrificially, not so we can have a building. It's never been about buildings, but we want you to give sacrificially so more people can come to know Jesus, so we can continue to hear and celebrate stories of life change, story of hope, story of healing, free from addiction. Man, we've seen stories of marriages being restored, man. Incredible stories. And we're building for the stories yet to be told, for all the incredible things that God has done. We know, and we live in a community, and that's full of needs, full of lost, broken, hurting people. And so we will build for those stories yet to be told.